Good gifts come in many forms, but at their core, they all benefit others. This means good gifts are not transactional. They're not given to help the giver, but to help the recipient. However, this isn't always the case, and we see it in advertising. Companies say they're giving away free gifts, but after reading the fine print, you learn it's only after buying 3 other products first. This old hook, line, and sinker is why folks say nothing in life is free. It's a caution to beware of people's self-serving nature, because even when they say they are serving you, there's always strings attached. With this reality in mind, I still believe in good gifts, and I hope you do too. There are people too diverse to put into one race, nation, or religion who have given to others because they wanted better for them. Not to be reimbursed, not to be thanked, not to be praised or seen, just to better someone's life. No strings attached. This is godly behavior. It's what God does. In John's gospel, Jesus says, "For God so loved the world that God gave God's only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life." This is a rare gift because it's given in love. Nothing in the Bible says we deserved him. It's actually the opposite. The Apostle Paul writes that when we were yet sinners, people in need of grace, Christ was sent to us. He was sent when we had nothing to offer or pay in return, because God is not a transactional giver. If God is the giver of all good and perfect gifts, as James writes, then according to my thinking, God does not give to be praised, thanked, or reimbursed. It seems too small for God to give for the purpose of being paid back. What makes more sense to me is that the secure Creator gives for our benefit. And when we realize God has done so for us, as Jesus says, we give praise, we give thanks, and we give back out of sincere gratitude. It's more of a paying it forward than paying it back. Do you believe God is willing to give to you freely for your betterment? As you consider this question, listen to Paul's reasoning on the matter when he writes, "He," that being God, "who did not withhold his own Son, but gave him up for all of us, how will he not with him also give us everything else?" For Paul, there's nothing greater God can give us than Christ. For God to give us the best help in Jesus convinces him that God will give us everything to help us, to heal us, and to deliver us, ultimately to make us feel safe. I think one common hurdle stopping us from being convinced, as Paul is our belief that we have to earn it. Maybe you've wondered what you can give for God's help, protection, or even love. I did. I tried to earn God's pleasure with good works because I wasn't convinced there were no strings attached. But no matter what I did, I never got peace that I was doing enough. I thank God for my lack of progress, because I needed to learn that God's love, God's presence, peace, forgiveness, and God's Christ can't be earned. And the good news is that God doesn't require payment from us to give to us. And Jesus is the example of this truth. Think about your life. If you label the good you have as either gift or reward, what do you think you'll have more of? When I think it over, it's clear. I have more gifts than rewards. I didn't earn life, kindness from people, love from family, or the gift of Jesus. And you know, the more I see how many good gifts I've already received without payment, I'm convinced that all God asks is for us to receive salvation and live like it. Peace.